welcome in. I am GpaSilverMane, and this is a brand new series. I'm gonna try to do this every Sunday. It's called Sunday Download with GpaSilverMane, and essentially I'm gonna give you a full download of what's happened in the last week. The reason for this series is because I love playing these games. I'm gonna continue to play them, and I love making YouTube content as well as I have a lot of viewers and friends, what I consider to be friends now, on my Discord as well that follow my content and my advice and seem to enjoy my videos. So I'm going to continue to make these and hope that we grow and maybe the YouTube will just blow up and I can retire from my job. I am starting work here soon, probably this next week. Lots and lots of stuff happening. Seems like my son might be going to live with his mom for a while. To love on her and stuff. And me and my girlfriend are just going to enjoy life, work, and game out, bro. You know, go on vacations and shit. But I want to download in this video essentially everything that's going on with my accounts, what I'm doing, why. But I also am going to do a massive opening. This will contain everything. I'm going to start here on Marvel Strike Force, kind of tell you what's going on. I'm going to move over to Awakening, Awaken Chaos Era, and show you what's going on over there, as well as I'm planning on doing a massive, I believe they're called Ancient or Advanced Shards, Advanced Summons or something, the gold shards. You can get legendaries and epics out of them. I'm going to try to open 50 to 100 of those, spend a ton of gems and crystals, as well as I've been saving a ton. I did plan to save them for a summoning event, but I just want to kind of make a big, honestly, I really want to open them. So I'm making every excuse I can to open them while making a video. So stick around throughout the video. If you're not liking something, definitely watch it with that little settings. You can speed up the video, so that way I'm talking faster, you're getting more of the information quicker, and you don't have to sit through this long and drawn out video that maybe you don't want all the information from. But I'm going to answer questions from my Discord on here that some players out there might need. I'm going to answer what I'm doing with my accounts and where I'm at. I'm going to do massive openings. Just tons and tons of interesting content. I think that would be wonderful on a Sunday download. Something for your second screen, a meme for your second screen, essentially. As well as maybe you can get some tips, advice, things like that. I think you'd rather enjoy it. Alright, so as you can see, I haven't spent any energy or collected anything on GpaSilverMane. And that's where I want to start this video out. Oh yeah, definitely go subscribe. It's completely free. Headed for 1,000, then 10,000, then millions of subscribers. Also like the video if you enjoy it. It helps the channel grow. It's completely free to do as well. If there's anything you'd like to see in these videos, definitely comment down below and I will add it in. Or any videos you want to see made, if I'm able to make them or give the best information for those videos, I will research them and such and make those as well. Also join our Discord, man. We're just over there having fun, hanging out. It's coffee shop talk, you know what I mean? We've got brag stands, we've got multiple games, we've got a great community, helpful, friendly people. You can look for an alliance and or recruit for your alliance in our alliance recruitment chats. We have channels specifically for those, as well as you can just hang out and have tons and tons of fun, make friends like I have over this past 4 or 5 months. Alright, let's go ahead and dive in here. So I haven't been doing nothing. I pretty much I'm stopping on my free-to-play account. I've thought about making videos and I haven't put nothing out. So this is, I guess, the announcement coming out. We didn't make it to 90 days, 83 days. Essentially, we're ready to go into Dark Dimension 2. Well, we got to hit level 70, obviously, but that's all we're waiting on. And as you can see, these are the characters I'd use: is Cersei, Icarus, Moon Knight, Shang-Chi. And as for the 5th, I hadn't decided, but any 5th will be great. Cersei and Icarus will carry it. I actually just beat it on my first run, played it straight through. Took a couple hours, but I used that team with Cap Sam and Cap Sam, Moon Knight. I'll cover that when I jump on that one, actually. But as you can see, we were progressing just fine, just like the guide set up to do. I left the Alliance, so I'm not able to show you any war stats. We're just rocking along. We were doing 7.3 Ultimus, and we were doing the difficulty, Gamma 2 and Alpha Beta 3s. So we were rocking along. As you can see at the arena, I haven't played this account in days. I'm still at 56. I'm sure I could blow right up into it. I do want to pull up this up here and show you. I did hit up to 36th place, and they've since knocked me back. But I unlocked my Cersei. Essentially, it pushed us straight into the top of arena. Everything was going great on challenges. I was maxing them. I'm just locked behind a level cap here on most of them. And these original ones, I was actually starting to do all except the bio. I think the bio is the hardest one. That and tech are two of my hard ones that I've struggled with. But everything else, we were just dominating, you know. Roster. Here's kind of a final look at my roster, and this account will just be retired. It'll set in a file somewhere, and I just won't open it until maybe someday I'll decide to, you know, or have the time to. And as you can see, I've been building. My Shadowlands is going hard. I've kind of slept on. I did pull a 6 red here for Daredevil, so he was instant. You know what I mean? I'm already building him anyway for the city block party, as well as my main favorite team currently with my free-to-play account. Elektra, I've been sleeping on personally. I was going to boost her up, but I just didn't I didn't have the time or the resources to do that, so I was focusing on other things. So Shadowlands is pretty much a war team. You can use them in other places, but war is where they're going to shine. Moon Knight seems to have tons of utility and raids, Dark Dimensions, everywhere. He's just a phenomenal character, as well as he's got a TV show releasing. But I wanted to kind of show this off and just tell you kind of why I'm retiring it. Going back to work, I'm not going to be able to do my day-to-day series. I had come to terms with that, as well as I was just making tons of content covering this. I think for the most part, my beginner guide, Marvel Strike Force 2.0, if you watch every video in that series, I have it on a playlist of it, separate on my YouTube channel. Definitely watch them all, because they will answer questions that you might have after watching the first couple episodes. Those questions are answered in other episodes where it might not be obvious in the title of the video, but they do get answered. The only one I got left is to talk about Doom War, and I'm not going to make that video yet. I think you're going to be able to pull together the characters you want to use in Doom War from following my guides and stuff. You can make your personal decision. You'll see the characters you've unlocked, but all the characters you need for Doom War currently are part of the Phase 1, Phase 2 farming guide. So it will set you up flawlessly to complete this. Obviously, you should do Dark Dimension 2 and beat it both times, and then focus on teams for Doom War and getting to that. And start working through this, and then Doom War, while building your characters for Dark Dimension 3. And then Dark Dimension 1 will just come as it comes when you get 6-star characters, and you can play through it and get the loot for it. But otherwise, Doom War becomes your main focus at that point. And then you're just building for Doom raids, essentially. And that's what I'm doing on my main account, and I'll cover that kind of where I'm at on my main account as well. But if you have any questions, comments, thoughts about this free-to-play here, definitely comment down below or hit me up on Discord. I'm always willing to show it off, give you advice, talk about it, you know what I mean? But for now, it is going into retirement, and I'm actually going to close her down here. Alright, so we're going to talk about GpaSilverMane. This is the account I first put to retirement because I just didn't have time to run all these accounts, right? And I've actually brought it out of retirement for one big reason. It's completely free to play. Pulling this up, logging 120 days. I'm 117 days in. It's been put in retirement twice now and brought out 3 times. So it's following the guide as well, all except the first month of its gameplay. I did pull I pulled a 7 red star Zemo, which is account defining. So obviously I'm getting him as leveled as fast as I can. I've actually been focus farming him, as well as opening raid orbs on this account just to get him built to 7 stars as quick as possible. Because the sooner I can get him maxed, he's already making a difference, but he's gonna make that much more of a difference in my arenas, in my wars. A 7 red, 7 yellow Zemo, G13. Imagine G16, G15. It's just gonna blow stuff up because he hits so hard already. It's account defining. And I would say that for any character. You pull 7 silver. I mean, obviously certain minions at 7 red, they're still going to perform outstanding, more than they usually would, but I don't know that. You have to make that personal decision to go all into a character that you pull high reds on. Like I did with 6 red on Daredevil, that was huge. That could have shifted me if I wasn't going for Daredevil originally, whereas I only have 3 here. As you can see, I got my Cersei, Icarus, Cap Sam, Shang-Chi. Still going hard in my Shadowlands. I used Moon Knight for my Dark Dimension 2, and I will show that off here in a minute. I'm going very hard at my Shadowlands, as well as my Nick Fury. I want to enjoy him and max him this time. He is basically a defense up, speed up character on his special. The rest is just summoning minions and minimal damage. He really needs to be in the team to work efficiently, but his defense up is phenomenal anywhere you put him in. And it's just like, sure, you put him in, you get that defense up early, and your team shines. You progress a lot better. Alright, so this is the account that I've moved into GpaQuest Alliance as the leader instead of GpaSilverMane. And it's just so I can play it on my phone while playing Awaken Sarah. They're both on the same email and account, so that way it's easier on one phone. I don't have to get another phone with a data card and stuff to run multiple accounts. I just can't see doing that. It doesn't seem plausible in my mind. So as you can see, we just pulled off the victory here, and it was a very close fight. We are fighting Platinum tier alliances is all they're giving us now. I think we just knocked them out of platinum, actually, down to gold 4. Because they lost 30 cups. And they put up a heck of a fight, so it was interesting. We cleared the bridge at the end, and it got us the W. So we are still climbing consistently, dominating when we can. Unless they put us against, 500 million punch-up again. Who knows? But we're doing phenomenal in wars. And the reason I did this, like I was saying, is because I've made a lot of friends through making YouTube videos and running my Discord. And a lot of them are in GpaQuest and GModQuest and in my Discord. And I want to be a part of that and enjoy it because I'm having more fun in Marvel Strike Force than I've had in a long time, essentially. It's really enjoyable with my passive time. This is something I enjoy doing. Running an alliance with people I actually, I'm fond of. I care about. I consider friends. So this is something huge for me, and I want to continue to be a part of it, free to play. Now, bear in mind, if they offer me 1,000 power cores, now that I'm working, I'm probably going to buy it on this account. If they offer me some crazy deal for $1, I'm probably going to buy it on this account. Because that's going to help my alliance, and that's what my goal is now. Because I've got feedback in the Discord. I have people that have followed my guide, and they've beat Dark Dimension 2 in the first 2 months of gameplay. And everything's working phenomenally for them, following my Marvel Strike Force 2.0 guide. And they're just doing great with their accounts. And now they're starting to, branch out their own ways and find their own teams and their own characters they want to love. So I have succeeded at what I wanted to do with that series and my YouTube. I hope to continue and bring in subscribers, though, definitely, and grow. Because as we grow, I'll be able to make more YouTube content and maybe do this full time eventually. So I don't have to go out in this crazy world and be worried about COVID. And if it ain't COVID, it's, stubbing your toe and getting tetanus or something. You know what I mean? It's there's always something out there. But I'm a homebody. I'm a recluse, introvert, I guess is what they call them, essentially. Everything's rocking here in the Alliance. U6, we're going through it right now on my main account. We need U6 for the blue ability materials for Web Warriors for most of us. And not just that, I'm getting my first time rewards on GpaSilverMane. But we usually do U6-5. We're just doing this for my first time rewards and a few other new members if they need them. And then we do U7-1, or U7-3 rather. We switch back and forth, U6 and U7-3. And we can't 60% U7-3 yet, but we're getting better every day, so you never know. And like I said, with Gamma Raid 2, it's the hardest raid in the game. It's even harder than Doom. So, it's harder than Doom raids, rather. So, even on my main account, we struggle. We do Gamma 4, I think, but I don't know that we 60% it, honestly. We'll have to look when we get to that account here. But we're doing phenomenal as an alliance. The alliance is growing. We're just dominating. And I'm following essentially the same path as my other account. Here's my arena team. I'm using her for the speed up on Cersei. She gives speed up to controllers, I believe is what it's called. Or supports, so she gets 10% more speed, essentially. And if I throw on Loki, he actually takes 10% away from all enemies on spawn. So I could throw in a Loki for one of these other two if I need more speed to get her to go first. And then I can throw in my Cable, which gives you 5% more speed on spawn, and he removes speed bar from all enemies on one of his moves, I do believe. But we're climbing up. We're in the top 250. I'm pushing towards the top 100. Bear in mind, this account was started a long time ago, like a year ago. And then it went into retirement at 1 month and then brought out of retirement to follow my guide. And it went into retirement again a few weeks back. So it's going to be all over. Arena's going to be a little bit different for me on this account, but I think we can still be competitive with the way things are going. Let's talk about Dark Dimension here real quick. So this is the team I used. View time. Do you have already earned these rewards? Okay. So I'm on my second run through, and it's just because I haven't had time to get on the game, essentially. I have the characters and everything. But the team I used is right here. And I just decimated it, right? With my my Moon Knight's the first one to die, and it's usually about halfway through Dark Dimension 2 he finally dies. Because he loses a little bit of health every time, but we go so fast and so often with that taunt on my Cap Sam that he doesn't get too much damage, and he's pumping out tons of negative effects and damage. So we're just so fast with that turn meter rewind and speed manipulation from Cersei and Icarus, and then the speed up from Cap Sam. We're just decimating everything. But he falls off, and the Cap Sam eventually dies about 3/4 of the way through, and then these three never die. Kestrel, Cersei, and Icarus at this power level never die. Essentially, they're just G13s, and they just continue to heal themselves and nuke through wave after wave, destroying it all till you beat it. And it's all about just time consumption. And there ain't nobody that can do it any faster than these guys. So, essentially, they're doing the best they possibly can, and it still takes a couple hours to beat. But as they get stronger, to get easier. So I'm going to play through and get my second time rewards. And like I said earlier, this DD1 is going to come as it comes. When I get 6-star characters to use in it, I'll go through and I'll beat it. Otherwise, I'm not even worried about it, honestly. I'm not going to build for it. I'm not going to focus on it. And I'm not going to worry about it. So right now I got Wolverine. I just need 5 other characters to hit 6-star. Obviously, you're not going to get your Kestrel, Cersei, Icarus, Cap Sam to 6-star unless you're spending cash. So you're going to have to use different characters in DD1. That's why it's just an afterthought. I'd put this in the back burner. And I'd start focusing your characters for Dark Dimension 3. And you can use any character starting out, but then it switches to global. Right here. So the first characters you're going to get is global. And you only need 3 characters at G14. So 3 global characters at G14, highly recommended. Moving forward, the characters I'm going to use is probably going to be Shuri because she's part of my farming guide, as well as Chaos Theory, and she's just crucial. As well as I got an Ultron, so I could throw Shuri, Ultron, Nick Fury if I chose. Emma, I'm going to start bringing up. She is a character that I believe will stand the test of time, almost 100% guaranteed, and I just got her unlocked. I just don't have a reason to build her other than Dark Dimension at this point because her war defense, it's good. It's just not the meta anymore. I don't know that I would even put her on war defense. I think I'd use her on offense to counter some of these meta defenses personally. I'm not going to go Mr. Sinister unless he's a 4 horseman, and then I would start farming him out of the war store. Otherwise, he's a back burner, back thought. Now, global, I do believe it should be Cap Sam, Maria Hill, and Sharon Carter. So I already have the Cap Sam. I just got to take him to 14. He's already at 13. So it'll probably be my Cap Sam, my Shuri eventually, my Ultron. And then working on my Maria Hill and Sharon as I can to get them to G14 to use in global as well. Those will be the characters I'm going to focus while now turning my attention to the Doom War, which is what I recommend you do. And to do that, I'm going to have to play through villains here. I'm at the same spot where I got to have my Zemo big enough to blow through this. Let's go ahead and actually play through it here. Why not? Pull down these characters and see what we got to work with here. Shaka. So it's all reliant on my Zemo, which is a 33,000. I don't believe we can beat it, but he's slowly getting stronger, and I think with a 5th yellow star or higher gear, I'm slowly gearing him up. He's actually just hit level 60, so that's something to bear in mind as well. But this would be my focus, and the way I would turn it is to go clear villain 7-1, then I'd go into Nexus, beat all of Nexus, and that'll get you into Doom War. And while you're doing that stuff, focusing on these characters to go into Doom War, your characters for global will level up, okay? You got to be able to manage your farming, you know what I mean? I'm still going to be following my guide, maxing out my characters for events. That's my main focus. Everything else is just passive, but this is where my next focus would be. Let's go ahead and throw it on full auto. Either he can do it or he can't. Let's see what happens here. What? Go Big Red. Whoop, whoop. Alright, so he can't do it. Let's go ahead and quit out of this. So I will keep you up to date, and those will be in my download videos once I beat it and what power levels I'm using. And I will do that every week with my Doom War, my Dark Dimensions. I'll keep all that information because I think that's the privy information that people need to know and or see. Who I'm using, why, and at what power levels. You know what I mean? I think that will really help a lot of people out there if they can bear to watch through these long Sunday download videos. You know what I mean? So that's going to be the diamond in the rough. And then you're going to move on to Nexus, right? Nexus 8, rather. And these first 3 can use anything. And then you're going to move to your Kree, Guardian, or Asgardian. Honestly, depending on what characters you have, you got to make your personal choice in which teams you want to build. Most people are going to use Gamora to blow through this. And I might level Gamora because I think at 50, 60k, she'll be able to solo it by herself. Or I might just invest in my Kree. Because my Kree are all going to be level 60 G11 is where I'm going to stop at. And that will complete tier 7 of Nick Fury's unlock, essentially, with my Kree. And now, if they can beat this with all 5 of them at that power level, great. Otherwise, I might level Captain Marvel because I can see her getting a rework eventually. As well, she's one of my favorite characters. And just, she's a nuke. As well as I love Hela, Thor, and Loki. I would build them 3 as well before I'd go for Gamora. Gamora is awesome. The Infinity Watch is awesome. I have a underlying animosity towards Gamora and Nebula personally. Shield, Brotherhood, and X-Men. Obviously, my Bishop that I recommend you farm out of the War Store. Nick Fury from Shield, Kestrel if you have her. This is going to be based on what characters you have. You're going to blow through it quite easily, especially if you have... Kestrel ain't Shield, my bad there. So Kestrel ain't going to help you on that. But you'll be able to figure out a team from the characters you have farmed to blow through it. And then we'll move into Doom War. That is my current goal, my plan, my strategy. Arena's going great. I'm trapped behind the level again with all challenges and such. Raids, War, Dark Dimension. And I'm doing RTA, obviously, and Strike Pass and everything. I'm going all out like I would on my free-to-play. This is a free-to-play so far. Obviously, I would buy the cores and stuff, like I said, if something happens. The free-to-play tag is great and all, and it's going to be as close to free-to-play as you can while still enjoying the game. I'm not going to jeopardize this account and or my fun in the game over $1. So, but that's all I got to say on GpaSilverMane. So this will be the account that I'd be updating you with from a free-to-play aspect or a freer-to-play aspect. I guess a cheaper-to-play aspect. I don't know how you want to call it or see it, but this is what I'm doing currently. And yes, it can be sad or it can be good. You got to look at it how you can look at it. Perspective is a huge thing in life. And I like to look at it as I'm still able to play this game, have fun with my new friends, as well as maintain my main account, which I truly love and put so many hundreds of hours into and so many thousands of dollars into, and have fun on it as well. Also while creating a community for Awaken Chaos Era. Alright, so here we are with my main account. I just want to kind of touch on what I'm going to do in 2022 with my main account, what my goals are, because I do spend heavily on this as well as I get the Strike Pass and the Battle Pass. And depending on what they do, there's a blog coming out how they're going to put older costumes in here, or bits to get the older costumes and such for 3 of the select premier costumes that they had last year released. Depending on what they put in here, if it doesn't get a lot better, I'm not going to buy it anymore. I'm just going to take the game in stride as it comes. Strike Pass is something I probably will spend on no matter what. It always seems to be good and it keeps you relevant in the game as well as competitive and keeps you above percentage of players depending on how you invest. So I don't know. I'm thinking I'm still going to continue to invest in this. But in 2022, I kind of just want to show you here my power levels and such. This is my main account. I've gotten into first. Latest arena rank, it's fallen back. I've neglected arenas. I mean, I still do my 5 attacks a day. I just haven't been watching it like I usually do, where I'm in the top 20 or the top 30 every day. It just hasn't been as important on my list of things with all the stuff going on in real life. But I am almost at 10.5 million, which is huge. I've spent a lot of money, a lot of time, years. And my goal is to go for, I want to say 15 million by the end of 2022 is my goal. More than anything, it's just have fun. I want to be competitive and have fun in every aspect of the game. Arena, I'm done with. And if they don't replace this with Grand Tournament or something else, or fix the cheaters, like I said, I'm done spending. I haven't spent since then, nor will I. And there's tons of great offers in the offer store right now for gold, like $1 for some gold orbs and G15s and G14 orbs. I would usually have bought, but until they fix this or get rid of it and allow cheating, if they are going to allow cheating, I'm not giving them another $1. I'll just play the game passively, and if it comes to it, I'll close down my main account here. I can bring it back in a year or two and still have fun, right? If the game's still alive at that point. I'm not going to give money to a company that allows cheating and empowers it through spending money. But that's my goal. Is just go for 15 million, continue to grow and have fun. Spider-Punk's going hard. I am spending cores. I started with 7,000 cores, and then I dropped to 5,000, and I've been spending the 50s and 100s. I just cut back to the 50s today for the Spider-Punk event because I'm about to 5-star him, 5 red, 5 yellow. And there's still several days left. I don't think I'll get him to 6-star, but I think at 5 red, 5 yellow, he's going to hit like a brick house, baby. He's a brick house. You know what I'm saying? He's quite wonderful. In my personal opinion. Is he necessary? Probably not. He's probably not the most cost-efficient thing to do on any account, but I am here to have fun, and I'm tired of following who it tells me I need to farm. I want to invest in the characters I truly love, and that's a goal for 2022 as well, is to enjoy the game and the characters I want to enjoy. And if I can't do that, if I can't spend money, I can't enjoy the characters I want to enjoy, why am I playing the game? You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see how 2022 unfolds here, man. But I want to enjoy some of these characters. Fury, Samuel L. Jackson is one of my favorite actors of all time in any movie he acts in, as well as he is Nick Fury to me. So I want to enjoy him. Whether he sucks in the game or not, I want to level him up. And that's something I'm going to do in 2022. I'm going to go after the characters I want to go after, personally. All right, so Alliance Raid. So today we are doing Gamma 4, like I said, 4-2, because 4-3 is just ridiculous. Even for our accounts that have 10 million plus power, it's the hardest raid in the game. We have switched completely to Doom 1 raids, and we're actually getting ready to try Doom 2 to see if we can 30% it for better rewards. Or in the next week or two. We're actually building our characters up because it requires Blue ISO to get into Doom 2, I do believe. So that's something that's holding us back. Me personally, I think I'm ready. I've got all my characters mostly up to Blue ISO'd. And several of them are a lot higher than that, actually. As you can see here. I usually like taking them to 2, and I don't go to the third one because the third one just kind of sucks, essentially. I mean, it's a waste of an investment, personally. Other than the stats you're getting from the rainbow here, they suck. Because you're going to get the 8% or whatever when I level it up next time, but I got a 6%, I think, for going to 3. Now, if you look at the skill itself, in my opinion, this skill sucks. On primary hit, if the target has vulnerable with a duration of 2+, so it's really strenuous on having a duration of 2+. Now, Skirmisher, I think, at level 3, when you hit them, you apply multiple vulnerables. I don't know. Otherwise, it's really reliant on having lots of raiders to apply tons and tons of vulnerables. Deal 5% of this character's max health to the primary target. Yeah, that 5% is nice. It's extra damage, but it's not necessary. It's not game defining. And in no way, shape, or form is this completely necessary. So it's almost like a waste of 6 ISOs in each one of these spots early on to get to level 3. So the 10% max health is huge, and that extra damage on the first one. So I definitely recommend just going to level 2, Blue ISO level 2, and stopping there until you have all the characters you need at that point, and then pushing them to 3 would be all right. But until you get 4 or 5 on the Blue ISOs, it's just not worth it. 3 sucks, in my opinion. And I think that's for most of the traits, honestly. But Striker just really stands out to me as a terrible, terrible skill. I don't know that it's worth it at all. Other than those passive boosts on the rainbow there from putting the glyphs in. And as you can see, I got tons of Blue ISOs. I actually ISO'd her up, and her ISO is kind of a joke because I don't know that she does a whole ton of healing, and that 5% heal is just, you know what I mean? It's more of a joke. She don't really have a ISO that makes her any better. She's just a tank, a beast. She always applies her blinds. I don't know that she needs any focus. She's just a phenomenal character. And Blue ISO is just more of a passive joke. For the 10% health, essentially is all you're wanting from this. The barrier, I guess you could go Fortifier, might be better. I do the health just to help sustain some of the DPSs that might be a little squishier. I've actually run my Zemo as a Fortifier instead of a Striker. He already does the damage he's going to do, so a little bit more damage is just a joke, in my personal opinion, and I need him to survive. So I'm trying him out. I'm going to take him up to Blue ISO as a Fortifier and see if that makes him more viable for arenas and or wars, just so he ain't so squishy and he gets more attacks or he absorbs more attacks. Every time he can take a hit, that's one other character that's not taking a hit, essentially. And then it's just the characters I'm focusing up here. Phyla I've just ISO'd to help with the bio lane. As an option, I should say. What I'm doing currently is I'm taking my 400k in Doom raids. I take my 400k Web Warriors in, and I clear out. We're in Doom 1, so bear that in mind. On the bio boss node. Let's go to roster here, and I'll show you this way. This is actually a better way to show it. I have it saved up here from this, but when I pull this up, boom, boom, I'll go in with these guys, 401k starting out. And I'm able to stun, block, defense down, and take down Negasonic, which originally when you're fighting the boss node, Negasonic barriers every time you hit her. You take that barrier down, she instantly gets the barrier back. She don't even have to wait for her turn. She barriers instantly. So essentially she's absorbing the hit and just taking minimal damage. Well, they hit so hard that I'm able to get through the barrier and do tons of damage and nuke her down while stopping Strange and Jessica Jones. Don't have to worry about them anymore because of the traumas. And they kill off several and then they die. And then I'll take them in and they mop it up. So it's still a 2-hitter on it for the boss node. Now if I take them in, they time out. And it takes 2 attacks with them by themselves. I'm just doing this for testing and seeing how high I have to build them to where they can one-shot that node essentially. But like I said, we're getting ready to try Doom 2, so we'll see what happens. I need to get these guys to Blue ISOs, but I've been Blue ISOing these characters because I love the symbiotes personally. And if I can use them to clear content, I'm going to. And I love Spider-Man. OG Spider-Man and Spider-Punk are wonderful. Ghost Spider, woot woot. So we'll see what happens. I love all these characters, really. But that's what I've been doing currently in the Doom raids. Magneto, I'd really love to max him as well. He's one of my favorite characters of all time. Sharing in them, I just don't have enough time, resources, and or gold. Again, you can't level every character in this game, and it's made it to where you have to pick and choose. So, yes, these are solid characters against somebody that's not spending, but against other competitive spenders that have invested into them, these characters just don't stand the test of time at their low power level. I need to build them higher with the wars we're doing, essentially. Same with my, I would really love to take up my Weapon X team. I just haven't had the gold or the supplies to do so. You know, that's the truth of it. And I think Cloak and Dagger are going to continue to not be invested in for me. I think I'm just going to try to passively never use them and see if I can continue to succeed at the game, because it's just that they didn't click for me. You know what I mean? I'd rather use Moon Knight than Cloak myself, personally. And I would love to build Magic and the Uncanny X-Men personally. And I'm really liking Star-Lord T'Challa. I want to use them as a plug and play, though. I don't want to build minion Ravagers. So if they don't bring Ravagers to the game that have names like Taserface, I'm not going to build the whole team. I'm just going to build him. And I'm getting Omega Red as soon as they give us his event, which hopefully they won't miss it again. So we'll see what happens there. I did not go hard after Silver Surfer. 4 million. I barely even tried. I get 2.5 million on my first rotation. So I literally just did the 2 blitz attacks. And I'll show you here if it's actually still on timer. Yeah, see, I did the first couple teams here. The first 3 teams for some points and to get my 2 blitz attacks, and then I quit. I just didn't go hard, didn't care enough. It's not worth my time in my life. Personally, my Silver Surfer is going to do what he's doing now. That extra star level is not going to help him that much, in my personal opinion, long term. Now, obviously, if you have the time, go for it. But like I said, even if I went all out, I still wouldn't star him up. So I'm not wasting the time. I got to prioritize things, and that's just kind of how things are going. That's why I'm making this Sunday downloads, because it's something I enjoy. I can show off my accounts. I can talk with people. I can show them what I'm doing and why. And I'm hoping that they can relate and or use the information to better themselves, is my whole thought. And if nothing else, I just enjoy making videos, so I'm going to make these videos. I don't buy these catalysts because I farm them in the Do More campaign a lot of times. But I do get the minis based on who they're used for. Right now, the ones that I don't usually like to buy are the bio, personally. I don't want a G16 in any of my bio characters, except Symbiote Spider-Man maybe will be my first one. But I'm focused more on characters for Dark Dimension 5 that I know I'm going to use, essentially. And I would Shang-Chi over symbiotes and stuff. I've been buying these. These literally were not for selling here, and they didn't pop up in the orbs, in the raid orbs, the gold elite orbs, whatever they are, for like 3 months during the Web Warrior stuff. And now they're starting to offer them. The only place I was able to find them on 3 accounts was in the War Store, and it's 2,700 war credits for 3 of them. And the game did that on purpose to get you to spend the $15 for 10 of them. If you come in here and look, I'll show you what I mean by that. Boom, 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 find. Oh, so they're in the till here, but the gold ones, let me see if I can find it on one of my lower level webs. Web Warriors. Right here, boom, boom, boom. So this offer right here is why they did it. $15 for 12 of them. And then I'll get you G13. G14's 24, and I think G15 is 25 of them. And then G16's teal. So that's why they did it. And you can buy it 4 times. So they just made $60 for 48 of these. Essentially taking one of your characters from G12 to G15. And that's why they do it. You know what I mean? They cut it down in the stores and you have to spend money. Otherwise your characters look like mine. Because I've never bought one of those offers for just plain gear. I don't have that piece, so there's no reason to go any higher on him. I got the purple ones here. But the same thing is going to happen, you know what I mean? Essentially. And it's smart by Scopely or Boundless or whatever. It's very smart to do that because they need to make money too, right? And for a while, to do that is alright, but then eventually they open the bottleneck, and as you can see, they started throwing them in the store again. And I don't refresh the store for cores, so that's just another way they can get you to spend money as well. So what they've offered has not been Oz formula. and they did that on purpose. Now, if you refresh for cores, maybe you had a different turnout or a different, you know what I mean, result. All right, so that is my goal. Essentially, on my main account, all I have to work towards is building the characters I have to get through Dark Dimension 5. And then Alliance raids, we're going for Doom Raid 2. Otherwise, I beat every other content in the game. I've been the best of the best in Arena. I love Wars, but otherwise there's just nothing I have to work towards anymore. And you know what I mean? We constantly hear this in all these YouTube videos, content. Give us 2 gears so we can beat DD5. Alright, so you beat Dark Dimension 5, then what do? Nothing. There's nothing to work towards, okay? It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard from content creators. It's like, dude, if you don't have something to work towards, you're going to quit playing the game. I would hope. Unless you're just like staring at a screen, not doing nothing or working towards nothing, right? Yes, I would love to get in there and I'd love to enjoy it and get my Dormammu. Absolutely. That's what's keeping me playing the game, right? It's keeping you on that edge, just giving you enough, a little taste of the Kool-Aid, and you want more. So if it wasn't for Wars and the Alliance I'm in, I don't know why I continue to play the game, personally. Grand Tournament's coming, thank God. Avengers Tower and Pocket Dimensions. That's new content, and that's why I'm playing the game. But if they don't continue to do that, and if they don't fix Arena, it's just kind of killing the game for me personally. Especially after playing this new game that came out, Awaken Chaos Era, and I want to jump over there now. Like I said, I do have a massive opening I'm going to do here towards the end of the video. I don't have a sheet that I'm following here. I'm winging all this, and I'm having fun doing it. So I hope you're enjoying. Again, if you didn't catch it at the beginning, you can go down in the settings, and you can actually speed up the video to watch it at a faster pace. And because I talk so slow, that actually makes it seem like I'm talking normal eventually. Or like that really quick, you know. So definitely check that out if you want to get the information, but you don't want to watch it in real time, okay? Alright, this is Awaken Chaos Era, and this game has got me hooked. It's fun. There's a lot of stuff to do. It's brand new. Oh, I get these 2 shards. Alright. Oh, we're going to unlock her soon. Oh my god, she looks wonderful. Look at those axes. I can't wait to get her. Alright, so this is the game I've been enjoying, loving. This is still the first week since global launch for me. The heroes I'm running is these top 4, and I've been switching between Kane and Nathalia here. But I also run Marion, and if you get her in the, there's a different version of her that's quite wonderful as well, and it gives you tons of life steal. But that's why I run her. She's great for this life steal on her kit. And I've also been working her, Evelyn, the main heroine. The main heroine, I think is what they call a female hero. A heroine. Yeah, I do believe. But I've been building her too. And what you want to do kind of is build up multiple DPSs. Like, he's green, so he's going to be the grass, the plants, you know, the forest DPS. He's a water DPS. He's grass DPS, water DPS. This guy's my support. He's a healer, attack up. He's just for support. But here's my fire DPS that I've been building currently, which is the main heroine. Obviously, you want one from each trait, because when you do bosses and raids and stuff, that's who's going to carry you. That 50% bonus damage and stuff is just, it's game breaking essentially. And if you're not punching straight across at the same affinity and or against the weaker affinity, it's going to change the battle. So you can't just take one DPS and slog through it essentially. And what I mean by that is this: so you're fighting fire characters, you want to bring your water DPS. You're fighting grass character or boss, you'd want to bring fire DPS, and so on and so forth. Your grass DPS will do your wrathful flood, essentially, is what I'm trying to explain, is why I'm doing that. And these are the characters I've went with. When I started out, I took Rickard and Edicris, right here, this dude, because he looks phenomenal, and he's a standalone character. He only cares about himself with his kit, though, from what I've seen. And he looks phenomenal, so I'd want to look like this dude, personally, with the beard. That's sensational. GpaSilverMane, he's got a silver mane right here, bro. And that's who I chose over a legendary. There's people out there that choose this guy right here, William, and he got a nerf, I do believe I heard, but they would choose him instead of a legendary because he's just that great of a character with his kit, essentially. Now, Arena, what I do in Arena, and I recommend most people, is just put one character. That way when you lose, you fall back some. And you do this a lot in Raid Shadow Legends. The reason for that is so that your enemies are a lot easier to fight. And that way you can always have somebody to beat to get your win streaks. But it's come to the point where everybody I'm fighting is 50s now. 50s and 60s. So even doing that technique hasn't worked the best for me. But that's a thought that you could do. And it helps other players too, because if I come in here and I see one character, I can hit it and get my 5 streak, and it helps everybody out get their glory path. Okay? Something else I don't understand is how long does this glory path go for? Because I'm unlocked all that, but we just got paid out. So does this just go on forever? It says 5,000. Does it reset at 5,000? How does this work? You know what I mean? And for me, I can't find a timer, so definitely comment down below if you know. Season ends in 20 days. So is the glory path for that 20 days? Maybe. I don't know. It could be, I guess. Another thing, if you have any idea about this, comment down below definitely and let me know. But energy cost. And it says right here, earn event points to hit certain milestones. But it also says right here, all event rewards claimed. Join the event again for upgraded prizes. How do I join again? Anybody know? Please let me know, because it's not giving me more rewards and I've spent like 3 times this amount of energy. How do I join it again? See this little arrow here? Hold on. It's not doing nothing. I don't know what's going down here. Essentially, it's weird. It tells you can get them again, but it's not, you know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on there with that. Why they say you can, but then you can't. Definitely let me know down below if I'm missing something completely obvious. My magic pass, I'm just getting it as I get it. I'm not focusing the challenges whatsoever. As a new player, I just follow this. And this is what if I can't beat this, or I can, which I could go in and I could probably slog through it with my help of my friends and stuff. But I'm kind of stuck a little bit, kinda. So what I've been doing is I've actually been focusing on getting my record to 6 stars. So I leveled all my foodies up to 40, and I'm going to take them to 5s. And I'm going to smash them into my record for my first 6 star. He is by far my favorite character so far until I get my brand, and then my brand will be my next focus, which I'm getting for free from the Magic Pass. And then what I'm doing is I'm leveling up green and gray characters to 4 star, and then I'm smashing 4 of them into one of these to make it a 5 is my goal right now. And as you can see, I'm bringing up other ones. He's actually needed for part of the foodie quest here, Joseph. He's got a hill block, I do believe, is on his kit. Let me look here real quick. Or a cleanse. Maybe he has a cleanse. Removes all negative effects. That's what it is. And as part of Foodie's quest, when fighting a certain dungeon, you have to cleanse the negative effects, and then you get that Foodie's quest. So I've been following that as well as Evelyn here. And I get these as I get them, but I can't find anywhere to buy this 1 hour card, because I've been using the 6 hour cards, and it will not clear it for me. So I did have a 1 hour card in the beginning, but I used it before getting to this. So now I'm kind of trapped there, essentially. But I would focus on these and Foodie's quest. So I've been focusing on like this. I went through and blasted, and like right here, that hill block from one of my characters I used. And then a cleanse somewhere. You had to use a cleanse in here to get through it. Shield remover, remove a bomb with that cleanse from Joseph. And that's why I use certain characters. You didn't have to level them up. You can play the stage 1 of the bad guy and remove the bomb, and you get the credit for it. Now, Master of the Elements, this is where I'm kind of at here. And I've been focusing on these semi-casually. If it's not something I could do right away, I just put it to the back of my mind. And then, like, Zatlux here, I'm going to get him as I get him. Unless we pull him here today in this massive summoning I'm about to do. And I don't know how many I'm going to summon. I'm going to summon all my crystals. But then, depending on how many diamonds it uses, or these up here, yeah, diamonds. Depending on how much it costs for 10 pulls, we're going to spend all more diamonds too. And I got both the pass cards, so I've been getting 400 diamonds a day for free, essentially. The guild's flourishing. We have tons of people applying, and no, if they don't change their name, I don't accept them. A lot of people join a guild as soon as they can, which I don't blame them. But members, I click this little button here and I go through. And if anybody's over 20 hours, usually, roughly, here's like a 1 day, they're gone. If you don't play every day, you're not in my alliance. The game's brand new, and if you can't play every day, you're not going to last very long. So this one is getting really close. That'll probably be the next one I kick. The activity is great and all, but if you're not logging in and playing, you know what I'm saying? 1 day, low activity, goodbye. I'll bring in players that are actually going to play. Like for me, you're obviously going to sleep 8 to 10 hours. You're going to work full time. You can still log in once every 24 hours. So if you're in 24 hours without logging in, you're gone. In a brand new game, if you can't play every day, you're not going to go very far in the game, personally. You're going to be in a casual alliance, would be my opinion. And they might have re-rolled. They might have lost interest. They might have personal things going on in their life, which is completely fine. Come back and apply again. And as we have openings, you're more than welcome to join and be a part of our active, growing clan. And I don't care about the level. I care about if you're active. If you're active, you're going to grow, essentially. So we'll hit accept, 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 accept. Nor, accept. Ignore. Holy crap, I didn't think we had that many openings. Six, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30 members. Okay. Boom. Oops, wrong button. Sorry. So what I'm going to say here is we're going for level 3. And I've actually went in. I'm going to go ahead and max these 2 out today. I've got these 3 done. And I'm just doing this personally. You actually have to play the stage for that, which kind of sucks because it gives you less loot, essentially. But it is cheaper in energy. I'd rather play the higher levels and still get credit for it. Like, if I'm clearing stage 5, why would I want to play stage 2? You know what I mean? So I should be able to get credit as clearing stage 2 when I clear stage 5 or 6 of the same champ, or the Lord of Holy Light. But I'm going to go on and finish season. This is how you level up your alliance. Guild XP. Guild funds. Own 6110. Does that mean I got something to spend or what? Oh, no, there's my experience. Okay. The reason you want to do that is for these. Eventually we'll be able to have more members and bring in more people, which I thought would be quite wonderful. So I've been doing my attacks every day. I'm trying to compete with my alliance here. I'm in 9th right now. And it's just you'll jump some, they'll jump some. It all depends on how much of a power jump you get. But today is 7 hours away, so I'm going to get my 2 attacks in and here after I get some more leveling done to try to jump up in one of these top 3 spots. I don't know what we're going to get as a payout, if anything, but I think that's pretty cool. Now, assess, I'm still trying to understand this, but I can throw these in here, and then I can request stuff. So I want this one. And you want to pick out characters you're building and or enjoy. And I like the way this guy looks, so I'm requesting him. Boom. Let's exchange hero matrices. Confirm. So now it says, just now. And I'm trying to trade 5 of these for 5 of one of these. But I can't imagine anybody giving these up. But they might. You just never know. It's to help your alliance out. These, you get a lot more jelly, I think, per energy spent. If you can play through them quite a ways. Like I'm getting between 6 and 8k jelly, and I don't even get all the way through them. So that's something to keep in mind. Like I'll get to level 12 or 13, and I'll get over 6,000 jelly. Whereas I have to go play a node for 8+ energy, and I'm only getting 3,000 jelly. So it's a good way to take advantage and get tons of jelly. But you're also not getting gear drops and stuff like that, I don't believe. So that's something else to bear in mind. Now, I do want to say this here. This friend challenge is where I was getting matrices, and that's how I got those guys' matrices. Is a friend challenge popped up, and I started beating it and going through it, and it cost me 1 energy at a time. And I'd get a matrix every time I beat a level, and it was just like a cakewalk, and they'd slowly get harder. I don't understand how they work or when they pop up yet. So that's something to think about as well. I'd love to know more. Definitely comment down below or message me on Discord. Let us know over there, too. I'd love to get that information out. I haven't learned it yet, and I'm just giving out information as I learn it. essentially. Let me grab my dispatches here, and then I want to go open some shards. And this is just passive income, everybody, so just make sure you're doing it. Here's an elite matrix, so I'll get one of those matrix shards right there. 22 minutes left on this one. All right. So now I like to actually look at the loot it's offering. Like I like that purple loot. There we go. Bam. 83%. I can't beat it. Okay. Zachary. Again, a hero matrix. 117. That's huge. Let's go ahead and deploy it. Why not? Jelly. And you can abandon them. Like, look, if I don't want the jelly, I can go abandon. And then in 30 minutes, I'll get a different one. I usually abandon the gold ones. I don't like the gold. I got plenty of gold. I want jelly. Oh, yes, please. So we're going to wait till I get stronger people. I am going to keep this as one of my quests, though. I'm not going to abandon it. It's a 3-star, my first one. Alright, dispatch quests. Complete 10 rare dispatches. I did that. Ooh, hello. I'm working towards 25 elite dispatches this week. I believe those are the blue ones, the elites. And that's something else I'm trying to get used to, is it's elite, epic, greens are rare, which throws me off because blue is always rare to me. You know what I mean? And then I've just been investing here because I think it makes you to unlock these ones. And then you can move forward. But you get some awesome stuff there too as well. My level. 10 out of 10. What's that? A certain number of dispatch quests to upgrade your player level. Ooh. Epic dispatch refresh chance. Upgraded effects. Okay. So this is something that's awesome. We want to be playing 4 more blue ones, which I'm going to. It's just taking time. It's a time sink. And it's passive, so it's fun. I actually hit a wall here. I think I used one of my friend's champions to beat this one, personally. Brand, he defeated me, and I went back in and I beat it with a friend's champion. Balreth, I think is his name. Balreth or something. Why is that showing me dispatches still? I don't want to launch anymore right now. Okay. Okay. All right, let's get down to the summons. So I still got to do my dailies and stuff. My weeklies are maxed. Can't wait for them to reset. So here's one of those matrix thingy-majig bobbers. Mulago. I got 1 shard for him. That's cool. So I got 30 of these shards, advanced summoning crystals, and I got 100 normals. But I've been using these, and this was 500 diamonds for this one, so I've been saving it. And this one, you can pick and choose which one you want. And I haven't decided to use it yet, so I'm going to wait. I'm understanding it here, because it says right here. If you have not obtained a legendary hero after 70 consecutive summons, then the drop rate for legendary heroes increases 0.5% for every subsequent summon. Oh, so it's faster than 100 summons. Essentially, it's going to bump you up 1.5% every summon after 70, and then 2% after 90. You are guaranteed a legendary hero every 100 summons. So let's see if we can do 100 summons if we have to. I don't know what it's going to cost for diamonds. Let's get down to it. Come on, baby. Oh, we got gold rings. I don't know what that means. Thomas. I don't know who this dude is, but we'll take you. Alright, so 1 epic. Wow. Was that a good summon? I don't think that was a good summon. Connor. Oh my god, look at all these Connors. I'm going to send the heck out of them now. And Marion, I'll take it. CC, I believe, is to be very, very good. Alright. We got blue light here. I don't know what that means. It means no epics is what that means. Valuk is... A lot of people swear by Valuk. Mulago looks amazing. CC again. Alright, Evelyn. So I can do some ascending. That's what the big thing is here. I'm going to do some single pulls here and see what happens. I'm still looking for my first Lego, so Celine, nice. And we'll do 9. We'll do the rest of these on single pulls, and then I'll do some 10 pulls. Ooh, Evelyn again. So the Ascension is really going to help my team. I'm going to boost up and arena and stuff. I would highly recommend you save your advanced summons because we can almost guarantee that they're going to have an event for summoning. And your advanced summons are going to give you more points than normal summons, probably. Would be my guess. That's how these games seem to work. That way you have to spend money on your summons, right? And that's why I've been saving these summons since I started the game. I've only do my one free one a day, essentially. And I use the blue summons to get fodder to level up my characters. See, I'm really liking this guy personally. The way they drew him, his artwork, he looks pretty mean, pretty sick. Alright. And I'm looking for dwarves. Any dwarves I can pull makes me happy, essentially. Dude's got a blue feather. I do like this Wolverine look, or Vega from Street Fighter. He looks pretty cool, personally. And the only complaint I can come up with is one of my characters, the axe in the head, is actually like floating on the head. It's not actually stuck into his head. See, this is the Marion Shadowblood I was talking about. This character is phenomenal. Phenomenal epic right there. That's probably the best drop I've seen so far. What? Let's get a thumbs up for that. You know what I'm saying? Marion Shadowblood. I was talking about that a minute ago. That's crazy that she popped up. Phenomenal. Anna. Alright. Could this be the Lego? It was like a gold surrounding there when it hit the ground, so I don't know. Marion, alright. So I'm going to send her up. She's an elite, but elites and epics in this game are phenomenal. Legendaries are a tier above, obviously, but these characters you can compete with for sure. Alright, so we're down to none. Can I not summon 10? To buy more. 1,500 diamonds for a 10 pack. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, so that'll give us 50 summons total. Let's pop a 10. I think after doing this, I'll have plenty of characters to work on and focus on for a while. Wow, all elites. Evelyn, I like her aesthetically. And Roggy, he is quite wonderful. Mulago again. Charles, what the heck, Charles? 50 summons in a row. And I've done a 10 pull, I guess, for the Foodies challenge, so we got to be close to our mercy here. And it looks like it might take every bit of it. Scarlet, I don't know a lot about you, but again, I'm enjoying the claws on your hands. So we're going to have a fully ascended Marion, essentially. And Evelyn, it looks like. Alright, let's grab another 10 here. What we got? What we got? Alright, so this is a new one. I haven't seen this guy yet. Okay. Hulans. See, I like Elson. The look of Elson is quite phenomenal. Look at this dude. Watch him do this. Wham! He looks sick, right? He reminds me of the guy off of Mad Max. Back in the day, the little kid that throws that boomerang. That's what he reminds me of. Elson does. Alright, let's grab another 10. We're almost out of diamonds here, so I think this might be our last 10. Boom. Well, we get our Lego, our Mercy. It's a gold stream. Edicris. Oh, we got 2 of them. Confirm. Jonathan. Epic again. Alright, so we pulled 2 epics. We're getting close to our Mercy because we have not pulled a Lego yet. Let's Let's go ahead and use every diamond up. They're the same price no matter what, so why not? No, I'm not buying your diamonds currently. Let's see if we can get it with 2 pulls. Here we go. Give us Bran. And then when I get the free one, I can ascend him once. Okay. Alright, so that was rough. Very, very rough. Got some awesome characters, though. Normal summons. I guess I can show this off a little bit. Show a couple pulls of this. It's not nothing special, guys. They give you fodder. You do get elites in it, but I go for the grays and the greens here. Essentially, is to just smash together, level up, smash together to start my characters. There's an elite. Okay, so summon details. 2% on an elite. That's a pretty good drop. Now advanced summons, summon details. A 1% chance, and I didn't hit it, and we pulled 70-ish. So quests, achievements. Oh, we unlocked a bunch of stuff. In games like this, hoarding is good till you see events. Obviously, don't impede your growth, but if you can hoard stuff, please do. It'll only help you in the long run. Clear Adventure Chapter 6. I don't think we're going to have a problem with that after I do this. Rookie event. Hey, another foodie. Clear Chapter 5 hard. We will. 6 items to gear tier 12.
Men of the Empire, fight with me!
Boom, 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 boom. There we go. See, now these swords can only be used on swords. And it actually looks like it gives you, well, it's a purple one, obviously. So some of this junk in there. Enhance. This is a solid piece. It's got crit rate, attack percentage, and focus percentage. Precision is just essentially making more of your attack bypass their armor, making you hit even that much harder. This is a phenomenal piece of gear, in my personal opinion. The focus is just necessary if you're going to be applying effects, which I don't know that it's necessary on this guy personally. He's just damage, right? As well as a little support. But the crit rate and attack are phenomenal for him. See if this one crit rate again, defense percentage, resistance percent. This is a phenomenal piece of gear again. I wish that was attack percentage, but let's go ahead and make it a 12 as well. And I would smash 1, 2, and 3 star depending on how far you are into the game. Considering I bought the raid cards, or the monthly cards, I guess you'd call them, and the magic pass, I don't feel as strapped, essentially. So this is for a chest piece. It'll give us bonus goodies. So that gave us just over 5 levels. This one gave us the same thing. So what's the point? Can this only be used on chests is what I'm assuming. So you definitely want to focus those first, using them up. Enhance. Tons of gold. 71,000 gold at a time. I was wondering when I was going to start spending this stuff, though. So the boots. I want to see what do we got? Crit rate, attack, speed. What's their main stat here on the boots? Attack percentage. That's alright. I wanted speed, but attack percentage will work. From what I understand it, speed only affects who goes first, and then you still get a turn. So if you can survive the fight, it's not as important as in Raid where you can lap them and do 3 attacks before they do 1. Then speed would essentially just rule the game. So I'm kind of glad they didn't make it that way. So I want to spend all these shoes here. Enhance. All right. Six pieces of gear, huh? I don't know that I have any other gear I want to enhance that for. Personally. Let's see what gear he's got. No. I'll take this up to a 12. So again, I'm throwing these sword ones in first because they can only be used on swords. I'd rather keep the ones that can go anywhere. You know what I mean? So I'm not trapped later on. $200 XP at a time. This is ridiculous. Oh, we hit 12. All right. And this piece. Solid piece. Solid. 4 amazing stats. Phenomenal. Enhance. All right, we got it done. Alrighty. Definitely comment down below. I'm loving Kane personally. And you can go Nathalia or Kane. He's single target. She's AoE. Obviously, she's probably a little bit better. I guess in these games you could say that. But I like Kane, so I'm going Kane primarily. He's one of my favorites. I'm going to go clear Chapter 5 hard here. I just need 14 more points. Void Tower. I need to do my endless trial still, so definitely easy enough to get to. I'm gonna max all these things out. Comment down below, and also if you want to friend me, feel free to friend me. We'd love to have you in the alliance. Just make sure you're active. Like I said, we're removing people. It's nothing personal. You're always welcome back. Just make sure you're logging in every day and you're clicking this little button at the bottom in your guilds. I think that's the biggest thing. Signed in. If you're signing in, you're gonna do phenomenal in this game. All right, much love. Stay healthy. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making it. And I will see you in the next video. Stay safe out there in this crazy world, fam.